to speak for the city of Rye. Our collective thanks to Ingram Taylor and Marian Anderson for bringing their idea for recognition of M. Paul and Orial Red to fruition. And my personal thanks to Ingram and Marian for inviting me. I'm very pleased to be here and have the opportunity to share my thoughts on the meaning of this event for the city of Rye. We've heard today how important the Reds were throughout Westchester County and how they overcame housing discrimination at Rye Colonies, right across the street from where we stand. Their effort ultimately produced state anti-discrimination legislation. The far reach of their work is wonderful, but I would like to emphasize how important it is today that the city of Rye remember and honor the Reds. Let's take a moment to consider Rye's history. Our street names routinely honor prominent European settlers and later white residents. Our very municipal name is borrowed from England. Many white residents would reflexively picture our predecessors in centuries past as whites of European descent. But thanks to the efforts of the Rye Historical Society and J Heritage, we know there's an important embedded history of both African Americans, beginning with enslaved African Americans, and Native Americans here in our city. And now let's think of Orial Red, with more than a century of prior family connection to Rye, being denied housing in Rye. It was Northern Jim Crow by common practice, plain and simple. Orial and Paul overcame that with the help of others, some in Rye, some of them Jews with their own experience of Westchester discrimination. And thank you, Jay Sears, publisher of My Rye, for your edifying coverage of the Reds, and Dorothy Sterling. Certainly the Reds' work had greater geographical range than our little city. Certainly that work benefited the people of Rye too. But also, importantly, the Reds came home at night to Rye, taking on roles in the community, as Paul did when he served as Rye Colonies co-op president. Yes, the co-op president at the very development that had denied him housing. And they enriched by their presence and example the lives of their neighbors, as they too must have been enriched. Ingram Taylor, with us today, and herself, Ingram, a force for good, saw the Reds and their family in church. The conduct and accomplishments of the Reds was part of a national awakening that touched even conservative Rye. The Reds were leaders and role models. They were prominent examples of the worthy members of our still small African American population, which I hope feels honored today along with the Reds. In a recorded statement captured on the My Rye website, a braying Paul Red reflected on the painfully slow progress of full freedom and equality for blacks. Too true. Even so, he and Orial, by the gift of their long and productive presence here, did much to set Rye and Westchester on a path to realizing Paul's hope, and not only for African Americans. This recognition of the Reds today is a small and just step by the city of Rye on that continuing path. This street naming is not a gift. It's recognition of a gift by the Reds to us all. Now is a particularly important moment for this event. We face a movement dedicated to a national, and I'll use the same word George did, a national whitewashing, an unfortunately accurate term. In the face of this rush to amnesia, we're here today remembering. It's the right thing to do. Thank you. And Paul, forgive me, my proclamation is yet to come, but I have a street sign.